knock over the ugly sculpture herself. Surely Mr. Lambert would not have let a bedlamite into the house. "What the bloody hell do you think you are doing, woman, letting that animal run loose? One of your charges could have been crushed." Emma stiffened. Who was this man to come here cursing and criticizing? She pushed her spectacles higher on her nose. Did she know him? His voice sounded slightly familiar. If only he would come closer. What was she thinking? She should be wishing him back downstairs and out the door. He was not overly tall, but his broad shoulders and general air of command indicated he was used to getting his way. What if he proved threatening? If she shouted, would anyone hear her in time to come to her aid? "Prinny didn't mean any harm, sir." Brave Isabel faced their intruder with her narrow shoulders back, though she did step closer to Emma. "Course he didn't mean any harm." Little Claire threw her arms around Prinny's neck. "You're a good dog, aren't you, Prinny?" Prinny barked and licked her face. "Prinny? Good God, Prinny? He may be a good dog, miss, but he doesn't belong racing around in here." "Sir." Emma was pleased that her voice did not waver or crack. She pulled herself up to her full, if insignificant, height. "Sir, I must ask you to leave, immediately." "You must ask me to leave? Madam, I shall be telling you to leave in no short order." Emma swallowed. Lord, he was coming closer. "Isabel, Claire, come here, darlings." The man stopped. "Isabel and Claire?" "Yes." Emma raised her chin. He was close enough for her to see him clearly now. His face was sun-darkened, his curly brown hair cut ruthlessly short. He was older, stronger, more assured than the man she had last glimpsed from a distance at the late Marquis's wedding. But she knew him. She could never forget those eyes, clear blue like lakes with dark rims. Charles Draysmith, the boy she had idolized and the man she had sighed over, had returned to Knightsdale. "These are my nieces?" Charles stared at the girls. The older one, Isabel, looked to be about 9 years old. She was thin with straight, wispy white blonde hair, high cheekbones, and Paul's green eyes. The other one still had the plump curves of babyhood, but she was no longer an infant. She had his own wildly curly hair. Claire, the little one, put her small fists on her hips, an action he'd swear he'd seen Nanny do countless times when he was a boy, and jutted out her chin. "Are you a bad man?" "Claire!" The woman frowned. "This is your Uncle Charles, the new Marquis of Knightsdale." Charles studied the governess. How did she know who he was? Well, the servants should have been expecting him. He'd sent word that he and Aunt Bee were coming, so it wouldn't have taken a genius to deduce his identity. But she had not known who he was at first, or she would not have ordered him out of the house. She had bottom, he'd grant her that. She'd stood her ground in the face of his bellowing. Many an army private had blanched when on the receiving end of his temper. She was only a few inches taller than Isabel, but she did not look at all childlike. Not at all. He jerked his eyes higher to study her face. Dark blonde hair, the color of warm honey, and even curlier than his. A sprinkling of freckles, golden brown eyes fringed with long dark lashes. "Runt?" He swallowed a shocked laugh of recognition. Surely this could not be Emma Peterson, the vicar's daughter, the skinny little waif who used to follow at his heels like a lost puppy? The other boys had taunted him, but he hadn't the heart to turn her away. "Your pardon, I mean, Miss Peterson. Surely you are not the girl's governess?" "No, my lord. The governess, Miss Hodgkiss, was called home suddenly to care for her sick mother. I am merely filling in while she is gone." A delicate flush colored